All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Up and In Show here on the Purple Couch in Cards and Culture with another guest, Brandie Wilkerson. Most of you that are listening probably know who she is. If you follow me on Instagram, hopefully you probably know who she is. But this is my girlfriend. She just got back from the Olympics. Well, not really anymore, huh?
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
But I feel like the reason I wanted to catch everybody up is it's been a while. I'm going to put my phone on silent right now, but it's been a while since we've sat down, caught up on camera. You know, people, I've been doing Cards and Culture. You were in the Olympics. People are always wondering what we're up to. So I think this is a great opportunity to catch up with everybody. And I think you're doing some really great things as usual. And honestly, even like how we started this relationship, podcast, all of this.
Both at the same time.
I don't know.
I know. What a difference from the last time I was on your show.
It was way over a year.
Just meeting you for the first time.
Yes, in August of 2020, I think. Early August,
no clue,
July.
No clue where Baton Rouge was.
Yeah.
No clue if I was going to the Olympics.
That's wild to think about. That's right.
Middle
you were supposed to be at the Olympics the first time that you were on this show. So in case you're just tuning in as one of our new listeners, Brandie and I caught up for the first time in July of 2020. Her and I had followed each other on Instagram, one of those things, you know, like professional athletes follow each other type thing, appreciation, and, you know, had interacted in DMs, you know, like congratulations on things, those things. There was really a lot of small talk, nothing very formal.
No.
Until later on, right? Until more of after the podcast, right?
Yeah. Until I made the first move.
Until you made the first move. You went in there in the DMs. You wanted to get on my podcast so you could show off your personality.
So badly, yeah.
And that's what it was.
No. And now
look at us.
I've earned a second spot.
On the Purple Couch in Cards and Culture. But we've all come a long way. That was in my house. And I was still running, you know, Cards and Culture out of there. And now we're sitting in a brick and mortar location that you've helped me design from drawing it on a piece of paper. Literally, the Purple Couch idea was your idea. So I think this is...
I'm keeping that clip forever.
All right, good. I made it up for the production. So make sure you guys all cut this. I'm acting like there's a bunch of people back here, but it's just Kylie. But seriously, thank you for the time and catching up. So I'm excited to dive into the things you're doing, Project Worthy, letting people know a little bit about the things you're doing off the sand. I always never know what to say. Off the court?
Off the sand.
Off the sand, okay.
Yeah.
Out of the sand.
On and off the sand. Okay.
We know what you're doing on the sand. You dominate. You went to the Olympics. You finished fifth in the Olympics.
Yes.
That's pretty badass.
Well, the past couple of months, there hasn't been a lot of on the sand. So
that's true.
It's been different. It's been nice. I mean, biggest changes, obviously, moving down to live here as a future local Baton Rouge citizen.
Baton Rougean. Louisianian.
Looking forward to that, learning so much about this town and making some really great friendships. I think Baton Rouge holds to its culture of just having super friendly people and great sports. Having my first experiences in college sports, being completely envious of the dedication and stadiums and tailgating and all of that. That's amazing. And that's me coming from the Olympics, and I'm jealous of LSU sports. Like, that's where I'm at. But no.
That's because there was no fans. That's why. At the Olympics. Yeah. That's why.
No. And then obviously the Olympic Games, like you mentioned, something I've been working on. I guess 8 years technically, but 5 years for this quad specifically. And it was an emotional roller coaster for amazing and tough reasons, but to come home here to you and then start another life, building Cards and Culture with you and checking out all sorts of avenues and becoming my own personality on and off the court. Yes. And then just looking to the next Olympics and what I'm doing and the things that I stand for and want to align with. So one of them being Project Worthy Scholarship, which has been working in the background but finally coming into fruition. And that's exciting. I'm
excited and appreciative of that. You know, the move down here is not easy, going into an unknown territory, you know. So, and I appreciate the confidence that sends in me to understand our plan and vision with Cards and Culture and the things that we want to do, and understanding that Baton Rouge is a great city to start in, and that we want to grow and do other things. So I'm excited about doing that with you. But I think today I want to shine a little light on some of the things that you're doing, with Project Worthy. We have a specific event coming up that Cards and Culture is going to co-host with you, or co-sponsor, however you want to call it, but promote, put on with you. And we're really excited about that. But I think just the things of, like you said, of understanding almost like your role in your sport, in your purpose. And it's been fun for me to watch your journey from the second that I got to know you, through a podcast, to understanding you as a friend a little bit more, and then developing into a relationship, and now being your partner that, hopefully we're going to do some really cool stuff together is exciting to me. I'm extremely proud of you. So I think that people need to learn more about what Project Worthy is, what it stands for, and kind of you and Julie's mission on it. So can you talk a little bit about what Project Worthy is, what you guys plan to do with it, and then I guess we can kind of start talking about the event a little bit too.
For sure. No. And so first off, I want to say thank you. We could not host or possibly have an event show up this weekend without you. And that's what makes it extra exciting, makes a dream of Julie and I's come to life. But for background story, Julie Gordon is a fellow Team Canada beach volleyball player, also a coach both for young level athletes and college level. Her and I kind of had aligned in our values during a lot of the Black Lives Matter movements, a lot of the racial questions and tensions that were coming up, and realizing that there's really an opening in people right now to I guess be real about some of the social and inequalities that are happening. And I think our generation and younger are people that want to act on it, that want to do something about it. And so within all of that, I found myself overwhelmed, being like, how am I going to, solve inequality? Like, that's an insane thing to kind of tackle. But I think a lot of people were really depressed by, seeing some of the realities of that. And I think we came together and found that we have a platform here in sport. And obviously, like, as I was playing more and more, a lot of people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different, accessibilities in sport gravitate towards me, because I have a story that may resonate or be similar to people coming from marginalized communities that may not have the same opportunities as others that have been raised in sport or are wealthier. I'm a biracial immigrant that didn't have much, and sport and art were the only, faucets that I had to self-expression, to community, to opportunity. So I really wanted to do something about that, and to give that same opportunity that other people had given to me. And Julie, just being a white female, just understood her privilege and understood that she has a role to play as much as anyone else in inequality. So we found that equality in sport, and specifically volleyball, since obviously it's our thing, was something we were going to start with. So Project Worthy is a scholarship that athletes of the BIPOC marginalized community, and BIPOC stands for Black, Indigenous, or people of color, can, apply to. Right. Apply, get hopefully an interview, and then we kind of go through a choosing process, and that lucky athlete will have all of their club volleyball fees paid for the season. And then we kind of follow their journey and hope that they aspire to great big things both on and off the court. So, yeah. Well,
it's just the beginning, and I think it's pretty remarkable that I remember one of the things that really inspired me about you and got, that motivated me to reach out to you was that you guys were one of the only sports playing, right? And it was during the Black Lives Matters, and you were using your platform. And I thought my podcast might be just a small, opportunity for you to talk about something and use your platform, right? And so for you to come for a full year and a half from that to have a scholarship, and for me to share a condo with you and watching you take interviews and hear these kids' stories and, feel the purpose that you're living through this, is pretty remarkable. So that's why it's easy for me, for Cards and Culture, to do my part, to use my platform to do my little part in this because I have, obviously you and I align on this a lot, right? And my belief on the way that we change the world is using your opportunities when you have them, right? And I think, like you said, our generation is a little different in the sense of the way that we want the world to be left when we're done, right? You know, so
that's so well said.
Yeah, I'm excited to follow that, and I think you and Julie are taking some really great steps. So
yeah, thank you. And I mean, it takes just a community to do that, you know, like you were inspired by it. There's opportunities here. The beach volleyball tournament hopefully will be a yearly thing. And just, there's just, I feel like the second we started talking about Project Worthy, it didn't even become about like being a marginalized person or volleyball. It just, everyone resonated with, yeah, we all need an equal opportunity and just let the person do their thing. And I think like people are like, what? Someone can't pay their fees. That's why they're not playing sports. And sports gives so much to people. And look how many different types of people need to play a sport to make it interesting and competitive and all these things. So just really trying to touch on something that we can all relate to.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's like the beauty of what you guys are trying to do. I think even just sharing perspective and what Julie's doing is important, right? Because like there's a lot of people that are going to align with her because they're white females or things like that, right? And they look up to her, but they might not even understand, like you said, that the BIPOC community or certain marginalized individuals don't even have the opportunity to step on the sand. And that's not even in the realm of possibility for them to understand that and even understand why their game looks exactly the way that it does, right? And like you said, I think just what we've learned over the last couple of years is that there's a lot of light to be shown on these types of things, but also that on the other side of it, there's a lot of beauty, right? Like the thing that I'm understanding that I love about baseball is that they're allowing kids to just be kids now and play a little bit more and like let the young kids be young kids. If they want to bat flip, let them fucking bat flip. If they want to if they want to wear a chain, let them wear a chain, you know, like if they want to wear 8 chains, let them wear 8 chains. But when I was playing, it wasn't like that. They didn't let us do that. You know, it was very, and now I just think that there's just more diversity and we're understanding the benefit of diversity and community and inclusion, right? Yeah. So what you guys are doing is just aiding the infrastructure almost to facilitate that. And I love that. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think like I'm honored to be one of the first Black females to play for Canada at the Olympic Games, but I definitely don't want to be the only one.
Right.
So whatever it takes, more diversity, the better. I know I have definitely benefited from that. So I know that there are much more like opportunities for that to happen for other people.
Yep. And like I tell you all the time, sometimes you don't even understand what you're doing and what your purpose is, but just by being you and walking around on the courts, having hair the way that you have, looking the way, right? Like all these different things. But there's little girls that look up to you, right? I've been to 3 of your AVP tournaments, right? And just watching the crowds that gravitate towards you and the people that you're inspiring just because of who you are, right? So then the level of play that you compete at just speaks for itself and inspires people even more, right? And makes them love you and that much more lovable. So I think you're just doing your part and opening the doors for possibilities. And that's, to me, that's so inspiring to be right next to you every single day and why I'm so excited about this event. So let's tell everybody about it. Yes, let's talk about it.
It's a little bit of everything.
It is. It really is. It's gonna be, I mean, that's kind of like cards and culture, right? That's what we do. Like a little bit
cards and culture of us to do that.
Yeah, just a little bit of everything. Let's just throw it out the wall, see what sticks, right? We'll do it last minute too. You know?
That's more me.
I think I'm in that with you. That's probably why we're maybe not a good. No, I'm just kidding.
I know we definitely are gonna miss a flight with how much we.
Not really. I think we do well at last minute flights actually. Because our track record says we make them. We haven't missed one. It's true. Because we like to stress about it and make it the most stressful
difficult thing ever
as possible.
Okay, segue side. The event is going to be November 21st. That's a Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day, baby. Good weather, Oasis, good vibes.
Yes, at the Oasis Beach Club. And Julie and I are going to be coaching. Thank goodness Julie's coaching because she's actually such a legit coach. I am more of an enthusiastic supporter of everyone. No, I'm kidding. I think I do have stuff to offer
pretty face.
As well. the high fives and the thumbs up for everybody. No, I think we both bring some really interesting perspective to any level of game. If it's like your first time ever getting on the sand, or if you are playing at a pro level and you just want tweaks and details, we've made some time slots for that. So the younger athletes and youth ages will run pretty much 13 to 20 if you wanted, younger age, from 10 to 1.
Yep.
It's more of an intensive clinic just because more of the younger athletes are either going into indoor or beach or, kind of just learning more. So that's a 2-hour clinic of skills. And then we're going to run a tournament after. We'll have a short break, and then the adults come out and play.
That's right. And the drinks start being poured, right?
Exactly. I think that's where we'll find more of the variety. And just, again, maybe there's some adults that want to get a good workout. Maybe they just want to meet some cool people. Maybe they just want to try and beat me.
Is that the king? Is that what king and queen of the beach is? Because I'm going to sound pretty ignorant right now. I don't know what king and queen of the beach is.
Oh, no worries.
Can you tell me?
It's just there's one side of the court that's the winning side, and everyone's trying to get on that side of the court.
I got you.
So you have to keep winning, winner stays.
Got you. That's what you could have said.
But king and queen, because we're very inclusive.
I got
here.
next. All right.
That's
what it is.
That's what it is.
Right.
I got next. I'll put that in the next flyer. But
king
yeah.
and queen of the beach. Wait, so you just by yourself, or you and Julie?
No.
There's
you
have a pair.
Partner.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or fours. We'll probably do.
Right.
So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then we'll have some LSU college girls come out to help coach and play, and then we'll have some pro baseball players and lots of other, hopefully F45 athletes that come out that want to just maybe make things even harder. Bring some bands. No, I'm kidding.
We were talking about that. We talked about maybe doing a workout before. But
we thought about it, but I think if the beards are going to come out, we'll be nice and just do some skills at the beginning, just to get you ready for some gameplay, and then we'll have a real fun tournament. And after the tournament, once everyone's exhausted and just wants to sit down and chill, we'll do meet and greet, we'll do raffle prizes, and have a live performance, special guest.
Yeah, that's where I think Cards and Culture is going to come in and help you out. We'll do the memorabilia thing, the collectibles thing. We'll set up some volleyballs for you and Julie to sign, and the LSU athletes, and maybe some of our other partners with LSU sports and Southern sports and stuff like that, so we can get a good crowd there for the social event. Callie Kilo will be performing. She's our director of cinematography here at Cards and Culture, and just creative in general, right? So she's going to be performing.
An overall great human.
Yeah. Awesome human. But her music is a little X-rated, so if you guys are planning on keeping the kids, maybe we plan for that.
Maybe we put them in the far court.
Yeah, the far court for that one. But it'll be a lot of fun for real. It'll be a really cool group of people. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I think it'll be just a fun day and everything. So I'm excited to see what you guys do.
Yeah, and that's all for a really good cause. All the ticket price sale purchases, all of those profits are going to go directly to sponsoring more young up-and-coming athletes in the volleyball community. And as we get bigger, maybe other sports, maybe other countries, but for right now, we're all just doing our part to diversify volleyball.
Nice. Well, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun event too.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good turnout, and I think, like you said, if you want to start building this, I think it's important to let people know there's gonna be a lot of instruction there, but we're also gonna keep it super light. I don't want people to be intimidated that you're an Olympic volleyball. I don't want to go, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna make a fool of myself. We're gonna have a great time, and everybody's gonna be having drinks, and it's gonna be super light. And I think this year we put it together at the end of the volleyball season, so the weather is weather permitting. So again, don't expect millions of people to be there. This is something we're looking to build and dip our toe into and understand, so we can build it for the coming years. So
I would argue this event is probably the best one to go to. It'll be the most intimate. You'll be the founders with us.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
The first.
Our OG crew.
Yes, it'll be the OG crew this weekend, and I would love for everyone to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. So, Project Worthy, Julie. We should do a podcast with Julie too.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. How many days is she going to be here?
That also might be X-rated.
That would definitely be X-rated.
There's a lot.
I know.
No.
Did you like that? I felt really good about I only said 1 or 2 swears today.
I didn't even know you did.
I think I said 1, yeah.
I'm absolutely desensitized.
But I think I followed up with another. I was like, I almost said another one, but I didn't. Yeah. So Anchorman ad-libs. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for the time.
Yeah, no, thank you for the time. I'm excited to do this, and I'm sure we'll catch up again and let everybody know kind of the next steps when, volleyball season gets rolling and you're getting ready to do World Tour, AVP, and getting all that next year. So we'll be looking forward to catching everybody up and following up with you again. But for now,
you can find me at the shop.
That's it. The shop. The shop and Oasis on Sunday.
That's right.
Wait, let's tell everybody really quick. I want to one more thing. Sorry. I do want to talk a little bit about your art journey and some things that you might be doing with Cards and Culture, since you brought up that you're in the shop, right? I want people, if anybody's listening from F45,
to understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, I think it's important, right? Like, you know, is it just his girlfriend? Like, blah, blah, blah. But we talked about last night, right? You have an art history major. Maybe you could talk a little bit about your background in art and maybe some of the things that we talked about the other night about curating and being involved in some of the NFT processes. That would be kind of cool.
A little touch on everything. Absolutely. I mean, my first love was art, visual arts. I've always been a painter, drawer, photographer, all of those things. But sport kind of took a lot of my time and energy away from it. So I made a decision in university, but kind of kept my art history in the background. I always felt like that was something I was going to gravitate back towards after my volleyball career. But thanks to this guy, I have been able to kind of find a way to collaborate the both of them.
I'm forcing you to do it. I'm just kidding. Not forcing. Encouragement. Yes.
Yes. So I'm excited to possibly be a part of the Cards and Culture team on a more official side, helping to kind of curate some interesting artwork that will touch on lots of different high and low culture art, and then even into the next phase of what we think is the future of community, I guess, and culture, which is on the kind of crypto space, NFT collection side. And if you want to know more about that, we'll have lots of podcasts about crypto and NFTs
coming up.
But that's the more of the virtual digital side and how we can integrate it in a more user-friendly, even live interactive space here at the shop.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm excited that, you know, you're, like you said, this is your family's into this, your brothers are into it, you've been into crypto. I think one of the things that has really connected us lately has been that learning curve that we're facing in this NFTs, collectibles, innovation space, this Web 3.0, you know, all these different terms that we're hearing nowadays. But I'm excited to follow up on some of those financial things that we're going to be doing, you know, the YouTube shorts and stuff. But I'm excited to see what kind of innovation we do in the collectible space with NFTs and the things that you've been curating and the things we've been exploring, you know, at night, late nights, you know. I don't even know what they're called. What would we call those? Open sea searching?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, I love that you said connecting on this one. It just means like we literally just sit on the couch and just nerd out on NFTs.
I call it curating, but it's like it's like online shopping kind of for art. Yeah. Right? That's the way I mean, because we're scrolling through a platform which is OpenSea. Like, I guess you could, like, is it like Etsy, Pinterest? Like, what, like?
I guess it would be more like
Pinterest?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're kind of collecting different things, you're pinning different things, you're favoriting different things, understanding how to collect them, but the blockchains let you kind of like just verify them and collect them in a wallet. But one of the things that maybe we were talking about doing is innovating and, you know, connecting it in real time and in a real shop, having real wall art, but then verifying it on the blockchain. Interesting stuff. So
I think most people get kind of thrown off by digital art and NFT art because they're like, well, I can't hold it, or like, it to them, it doesn't hold the same value as traditional art. And I'm very traditional. Like, I love my high art, like all that stuff. But why can't it be both? Right. And I think Cards and Culture will be the perfect avenue to show that you can own something digitally and have the rights to it in a way that the same as buying a painting from a painter, getting the original artwork. And then we'll find a way to kind of print that out and put it up, and you can do that because you own the art. Like, it's just about that ownership that I think everyone can understand when it comes to buying art.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a little like test run with this Jeff Marks and Joe Burrow piece, right, from him sitting on that couch. And I think that's really interesting because we talked about, he tweeted that out and then he copyrighted it. So there's different levels that we can do, right? We have the actual canvas piece in here that Jeff and I did use the copyright license to produce together. So we have the tangible piece of art, but then we can mint the actual tweet where the picture came from and create that verification on the blockchain. Anyway, levels, it's weird. It's pretty wild, but I just thought of that as you were saying that. I was like, we're kind of already doing this. So I'm excited to see us do it with real paintings, or I guess real canvas art that we print on these things, and see how it goes. And especially as it develops community, right? Like, those kinds of people that are in that community will pay for that kind of stuff or try to be involved in it. So anxious to see how it develops.
It's all what it's what's it about? What? That's what we're about here.
Innovation,
Integration.
culture, crossing all the lines,
Wow.
blurring the lines, sport.
And alliteration, apparently.
Yeah.
You're
I don't even,
nailing
is that what it
that.
is? An alliteration?
Alliteration is
I don't even know what it is. I'm not gonna lie. We'll just cut
the same
that.
letter.
Is it?
Because you said innovation, integration, and then culture and crossing.
I did it on purpose. I'm an alliteration master. I can't even say the word alliteration. It's over. We're done. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Appreciate the time, Brandie.
Yes, thank you so much.
See you guys.